Hello. Today we'll be looking at working with machine learning on the Prescient designer. So, how we are going to do this is basically we have a container which is running a certain model. That model has a ton of things built around it though, which allows you to pull training information in case it's in training. You also have inference information which you can pull directly from it. And this is where we'll basically be taking a look at how all of that is happening and how you can use this particular feature with the designer. So, first of all, what is exactly happening here? Um, so, essentially, you have a particular container which is running a model on it. It can be in two states, which is it is either in training or it is in production, which means it is used for inference. And using these two states, you have particular information that you require, like metrics of a particular form, and these metrics are actively pumped into the designer so that you can keep track of it. If you want, you can dashboard it, and this just makes production level machine learning a lot easier. um, so we have these systems in place for particular projects that we have, and the whole idea behind this is to keep things to make things a lot easier to interact with. So one end is the container end, the other end is the designer end. We'll be looking at the designer end here. So what you can basically see over here is you can see some model outputs over here. And when I say model outputs over here, this is coming from the training center. So this is essentially telling you how the training for a particular model is going. Over here we have a nonlinear SVM deployed, which is being trained on particular data that is accessible on the container right now. This can also be directly deployed. You don't really need a container. For the sake of this example, we are doing so. And the whole idea behind this is we've made this architecture pretty flexible where you can deploy anything from something small and easy like an SVM to something pretty large like a transformer. And you can get information about the transformer also over here. You can also have uh, better information about this, closer to actual production information, just depending on how you want, on how you use your containers telemetry option. And so to take a look at those, how that's working on the designer end, it's pretty simple. Um, you have an interaction that is happening with the model, with a model container which has a server in it. Um, you on the designer end, you can process the stats however you want, clean it up, and then you can display it or push it however and wherever you want. The other side of this is also pretty interesting, which is the inference. So while you have particular models in production, this allows you to keep track of uh, certain models which have been pushed to production, and you want to see actively, as long as you have a feedback loop for that particular data, you can see even without a feedback loop you can see certain stats, not all of them. But what you can basically see over here is it makes it very very easy to put, like over here you have an active count on how the inference accuracy is behaving, and you can also see the number of times inference has been called until now, for that particular model. These other stats also are available, but you do need to create a feedback loop for that. But yeah, so this is basically how the entire machine learning ecosystem on Prescient Designer is built, and how we can work on this on a higher level. There are also ways to work with this without a container, um, which makes things a lot lighter. But for the sake of this example, we have taken that because it makes easier. It makes it a lot easier to calculate other model statistics and things like that. In the next one, we'll be taking a deeper look at the container itself and how we can connect to it and things like that. Thank you.